Welcome back everybody to another video, and today talk about the Samsung Galaxy S9 and why it has many differences against the S8 and all the major improvements of the smartphone. So right now we're pretty much talking about the S8 versus the S9, and let's get started. So S9 and the S9 Plus by Samsung might be launching MWC February of 2018 or CES of 2018 in January, but whatever the thing is, it's most likely to be launching sometime in Q1 or Q2 of 2018. Now, one of the biggest things about the Galaxy S9 is it might be having the Snapdragon 845, and Qualcomm might be making the chipset exclusively for Samsung only for maybe a period of time. Now, the Snapdragon 845 is expected to deliver a performance improvement up to 25% over the current 835. Now, this is a big deal, and once again, Forbes also reported that the Samsung Galaxy S9 and the S9 Plus could also be having the Adreno 630 GPU. Now, Samsung actually struck a deal with Qualcomm for the 835 for the S8, and that's why they sold so well, and even beating LG at their own game. Since LG didn't have the latest chipset, they didn't sell as well as the Galaxy S8. But right now in 2018, we got a lot of flagship smartphones coming in. I can pretty much guarantee you that once we hit Q4 or Q3 of 2018, most smartphones, especially the flagship ones, will definitely be having the Snapdragon 845. Another big thing is it might be removing the headphone jack, which is very different from the S8. S9 might be removing the headphone jack due to the fact that Samsung wanted to be putting a lot more luxury items inside the smartphones along with features. And once again, we may be seeing a air quality sensor, which Samsung launched a patent about it. It's pretty cool, and they're trying to make it as small as possible to fit inside a smartphone. And if you didn't know, a headphone jack actually takes up a lot of space inside a smartphone, and that's real estate. Samsung doesn't want to be decreasing their battery life for more features. Instead, removing the headphone jack is pretty much a small option, since most smartphones these days are going the iPhone 10 route and just going wireless. Another big thing is Samsung might be launching a fingerprint sensor underneath the display, and it's pressure sensitive. So an area on the smartphone, that glass is pressure sensitive. Put your fingerprint on it and it unlocks it, which is also very cool. And most users, once again, they don't like to have a fingerprint sensor on the very back, like a physical one or a physical home button anymore. So what Samsung is really doing for the S9 and the S9 Plus is adding a lot more new features along with better designs. It will definitely be having a higher screen to body ratio, maybe even better battery life. Another big thing is it might be having a dual lens camera, vertical with AR capabilities. Now, the first dual lens camera Samsung made was the Galaxy Note 8, and once again this time for the S9 and the S9 Plus, they might not only be going for dual lens but also vertical dual lens cameras, meaning that it will be taking better pictures, better stabilization, better color, along with AR capabilities. Pricing is going to be pretty insane, over $1,000. Now, once again, smartphones are hitting record prices this year, and it's getting more and more insane. So once again, I guess you guys skip your rent and go all out for the Samsung phone. So thanks for watching. Comments below, how do you feel about the Galaxy S9, and would you buy it if it's over $1,000? And do you think these comparisons are real enough against the S8? Thanks for watching, comments below.